Welcome to Corey's Conscious Living. Hello, my little friend. Just a quick reminder, if you want to be in the cat club, talk to your guardian or your parents and make sure that you go to the link down below to become a patron so that you get your first 3 exclusive Heidi Cherry and Vaya stories on the 7th of this month. Are you ready to meditate with Corey? Lie down on your bed and get comfortable. Make sure that your sheets are just right. You have your toy or a cuddly or a stuffy, whatever you want to snuggle. All is well. And it's time for you to relax and let go of your day. Sophie the Sloth had been busy all day long. Now, Sophie was a sloth, and sloths don't move very fast at all. They're very, very slow. They take things easy. They don't rush. They don't get crazy and busy too much because they can't. Everything that they do slowly. But it had been a long day, and Sophie needed to rest. She looked up at her favourite tree in the middle of the forest and thought about how tired she was. Oh, I don't think I can climb that tree right now. My legs hurt and I'm very, very sleepy and tired. Sophie decided that she would just lay at the bottom of her tree. It wasn't too bad down here, she thought. The ground was a little bit soft underneath her body. It wasn't wet or damp, it was dry and warm. She closed her eyes and snuggled into the dirt at the bottom of her tree. But then she started to feel things tickle in her. She got an itchy nose, and then she had tickles in her ears, and then she had tickles on the top of her head, tickles on her knees, and tickles on her toes. There were little tiny insects all over the floor of the forest. Ants, spiders, centipedes, all busy doing their thing. And Sophie happened to be in their way. They were busy collecting food, working, collecting little leaves or twigs for their houses. Sophie was messing everything up. They had lines formed, a formation to their collections. And she was right in the middle. So they had nothing else to do but to climb over her. And every time the ants walked on her, or a spider crawled across her, she shivered and felt the tickle or the itch, and it was very, very distracting. Sophie said, "How am I supposed to go to sleep with all these insects tickling me and walking on me? This will not do." Close by was a bush. The bush wasn't that tall. She thought maybe the bush would be easy to climb on. It looked soft enough, and it looked easy enough to climb onto. And most importantly, it wasn't on the ground. It would have given her space between the ground, where all the insects were working and doing their thing. The bush would lift her off the ground. No more insects climbing on her. Genius, she thought. Sophie settled down on top of the bush. It was comfortable at first, but it didn't take too long before she noticed it was quite spiky. She had spiky, thorny parts on the bush, sticking in her here, there, and everywhere. Every part of Sophie's body that touched the thorns was getting poked. First, she was getting tickled by the ants and the spiders and the centipedes. Now, she's getting poked. Poking doesn't feel very nice at all. She actually thought she'd rather be tickled by the spiders than poked by the thorns. But really, neither of them would do. "Oh," she said, "I'm just going to have to climb my tree. I don't know why I didn't do this in the first place." Sophie, very slowly, started to climb and make her way up her tree. She went up, higher and higher. She passed the lower branches, which took her quite some time to get that far. She had a branch that was her favourite, that was strong and sturdy, but it was wide and comfortable. She was making her way, going higher and higher up into that tree, the branch that she wanted. She got there eventually, and when she did, she laid down on her back, pulled in her legs, and closed her eyes. Her favourite branch felt delicious. She was safe and comfortable up there. No ants or spiders or centipedes tickling her. There were no pokey bits, no thorns like there were in the bush. It was just her favourite branch. When she started to relax her body, she could hear the birds singing in the tree, talking and chittering and chattering to each other. It felt like home, and this made her relax even more. She knew she was home and safe. Her little sloth legs got very, very heavy and sleepy and relaxed. She was warm and comfortable. Her round sloth belly softened and relaxed. Her shoulders softened and relaxed. Her eyelids got very, very heavy. She would open her eyes occasionally, but then they would feel so heavy, like they were weighted down. And every time she closed them again, it felt so nice. She eventually stopped opening her eyes and just let them be closed. It felt so nice to just let her eyes close and get heavy and sleepy. She relaxed her little sloth forehead. All of the muscles in her face softened and relaxed. She was so comfortable and so sleepy. It had been such a long day. Now all she had to do was just rest. Just rest, relax, and let herself get very heavy into her big, comfortable branch. Listening to the birds singing away in her favorite tree. If she focused, she could feel each one of her long claws. First one, second one, the third one, all relaxing. Her long eyelashes relaxed. All of her fur softened and relaxed. There were no spiders, no ants, no centipedes, no pokey, prickly thorns. Just a comfortable, big branch. It was like having a very own bed, away from the rest of the forest. And she slept and slept and slept. Sophie the Sloth had the sweetest, slothiest dreams when she fell asleep in her favorite tree, all safe and warm and comfortable.